Hey y'all, today is December the 22nd, and there's 9 more days left in this year, and we're entering into now the whole Christmas spirit of Christmas. Um, it's 3 days until Christmas, 8 days until New Year's Eve. This year is quickly winding down, so there's very little time left in this year. And I was sitting here thinking about Donald Trump and the news. I haven't watched the news today. God knows what's always going on in the news, but I haven't watched any news today. And being that I post every day, I post a lot, I write every day. Um, a lot of my writing is political in nature, spiritual in nature. I have a whole genre of writing that I do, but a lot of it, because the country is under the very dark weight and cloud that is Donald Trump, it's hard for us to wake up and not have a day where Donald Trump's not done something that's just unseemly. And but I think I want to take the next 8 or 9 days of this year and focus on a better world, peace, joy. I was just up at Even Fresh, a little grocery store in downtown historic College Park, a few minutes ago, and I bought a couple little things. And I went in there, and the people were just so sweet and kind. They had a little Christmas music playing in the background, and the workers there were just, I don't know, I actually, in a weird way, I just felt joy. Just felt joy that I have some money that I can go in there and buy me some bananas and oranges and so I think I want to have a Trumpless Christmas. Just kind of wash Trump. Not he's not going nowhere, but just take a break from Trumpism for 8 or 9 days and focus on the Son of God, the birth of Christ, joy, peace, happiness, and which is very hard because we could wake up in the morning and he could take the name off the Lincoln Memorial and make it the Donald Trump Memorial, you know. And I would tell you this though, you Trump voters that listen to me, and there's some of you out there, and Trump supporters that listen to us. It's very disheartening to think that you'd support somebody like that. You know, it's just very disheartening to think that our country has reached such a low, low place that some of you people who profess to follow after Christ and have professed to have had an experience with God, and yet we have a president, you know, just in the last few days, who put all these placards under the hall that he put all the other presidents on, low rating and denigrating them. You did that. You did that. I want you to be aware of that. You did that. All these over 1,000 people that is been pardoned by him. People that injured and tried to kill police officers on January the 6th. You did that. That was you that did that. And I remember the day that John F. Kennedy, President Kennedy, got shot. Even as a little boy, I think I was 8 or 9 years old, that stunned me that somebody shot the president in Dallas. And the Congress came together as a nation and awarded him a life memorial that they would honor his legacy and his life by naming the center there in Washington, D.C., the John F. Kennedy Center. It's been there ever since he was shot. And Donald Trump, just because he put his name on it, it's not a memorial to Donald Trump. You know, shameful. You did that. You people out there that are Trump people, y'all did this. Y'all did this to the country. When all these tens of thousands of pages are redacted to protect Donald Trump and billionaires to be exposed in child sex trafficking, to hide behind, you people did that. You people. Yeah, we can blame it on Trump, but we know who really did that. You did that. You Baptist people, you evangelical people, you people that walk up on pulpits on Sunday morning. that lift up Donald Trump. You did that. So anyway, I'm the next 8 or 9 days. I'm just going to take and focus on the Son of God, the birth of Christ, joy, my family. It's by no it's not strange that this Christmas this year has a dark, heavy weight, a wet blanket hanging over it. It filters down from the White House because when the White House is sick, the whole nation is sick. And the Christian evangelical group of this country have elected the most ungodly man that's ever held that office. And we don't know what the next year is going to be like. And we have the midterms coming up in next year. A lot of us people. I'm not telling you to be quiet the next 8 or 9 days. I'm just saying I'm going to take a break the next 9 or 10 days and write about Ghost of Christmas Past and getting married in this year and joy and life. And but after the new year, believe me, if there's any voice I have left in me, I will spend next year speaking out as forcefully and as boldly and as bravely as I know how against such an evil that has come upon our nation and against the people who are on our Facebook pages, who are on our Instagram, who are on our TikToks, who come into our place of business, who we deal with, who some of us are our family. I by no means look at them any less than I actually look at Donald Trump. They're a darkness, they're an evil. That's you I'm speaking about, that's come upon this nation. And yeah. So anyhow, as this year winds down, we've got 9 more days until the 1st. Next year, I intend to be more political than I've ever been, more outspoken than I've ever been, more bold than I've ever been. And I lean upon the Lord to give me the courage to speak out and to say things. But y'all, this man y'all put in office, yeah. If there is a judgment one day and at the end of your life you have to stand before a God and give an account for every single word that you've ever did, every vote that you've ever given, on that day I'd like to see you squeeze out how you got by with that. How did you get by with that? Anyhow, see y'all.